Hi dears, welcome to my channel. Today I am coming with a new lesson, that is lesson number 4 of class 6, that is getting to know about plants. Okay, that means you should know something more about plants. I know that you know many things about plants, but in this chapter, when we complete this chapter, you will come to know much more about these plants. Are you ready to learn? Before that, we have to see whether we have answered the third lesson's question, isn't it? The question has been given for you. Do you remember the question, dears? What was the lesson? Lesson was separation of substance. And it was the third lesson, and there I have asked you 3 questions. Now is the time to answer these questions. To separate oil and water, which method is used? For separation of oil from water, which is the method they are using? It is decantation. And the second is, dash is the way to remove big impurities from powdered substance. Big impurities from powdered substance. What is that, ma'am? Yes, the same sieving. The third one, the process of converting liquid water into vapor. It's very easy. Right? Liquid water into vapor is by evaporation. Now we are moving for the fourth lesson. Getting to know about plants. What all things you know about plants, dears? You have a typical plant. See, ma'am? I am having a typical plant with me. Okay, can you see this plant? It's a big one. Why can't we saw? We are able to see, right? See, Hana? It's having stem. What is the stem? This is the stem. Okay, from the base it's coming. Then there are leaves in it. There are leaves in it. These are leaves. There are flowers in it. In some plants we can see buds also. From the bud, flowers are coming. Here also bud can be seen. Small buds can be seen. Then flowers. Some plants will be having fruits here. Fruits, I can't see any fruit over here, but many plants are having fruits. All these things you know. Then there is small part from where small leaves are coming. It's also called a bud. Okay, bud of the leaf. It's not the bud of the flower. It is bud of the leaf. Okay, ma'am. And the part from which the stem or the branches are coming, it's called node. From the node, these small branches are coming from the stem. Okay, and the gap between one node and the other node is called internode. Okay, ma'am. These are the new things I think you have to learn. Node, internode, the bud of the leaf. All these you have to know. Okay, these are the parts of the leaf, main parts of the leaf. But up to this extent we have said about what, ma'am? About shoot system. Means the part which are above the ground. We are saying about there are stem, leaves, flowers, all these we are saying. What are they? They are shoot system. But there is something below the ground. Have you ever noticed? Have you ever plucked the plant? So you can see something is there for anchoring the plant down. What is that? It is called root system, which consists of, when I was plucking, many of the roots have gone. See the condition of the plant. See, much more bigger roots can be seen. And in the root system, there will be a main root. And there will be some secondary roots. Main root and lateral roots can be seen. Okay. This is about the root system. So, root system contain main root, lateral roots, and the shoot system contain what all things, ma'am? Stem, leaf, bud, flowers. Then what? Then branches. Then fruits. All these can be seen. Okay, ma'am. Now we know much about the plants. Now we are moving to see what are the types of plants. Are the all plants similar? No. Plants can be small, plants can be big, plants can be so large, isn't it? In that manner the plants are arranged. That also you may have learned in small classes. What are they? They are divided into 5 types mainly: herbs, shrubs, then trees, climbers, as well as creepers, isn't it, ma'am? Now we are going for a quick review of it. Okay, ma'am? Herbs we can say. Okay, in this manner the plants are. First, herbs. The herbs are small plants with green stem. The stem will be green in color. For example, your coriander. Coriander should come in your mind. Okay. They to which extent they will live? They will live to a little extent, to say 1 or 2 weeks. To that extent only they will live, and their leaves are so, or to say, so tender. The leaves will be so tender. In that manner, the herbs are. We can say the example as coriander, grass, all these. Okay, ma'am. Then moving for shrubs. Shrubs are much more larger than herbs. Means they are having thickness in their stem will be woody, but from the stem, from the base of the stem, branches can be seen, so that we can say the plant will be bushy, much more bushy there. For example hibiscus is a good example for that. Okay, ma, they will live for a little more than herbs. Their lifetime is a little more than herbs, to say 1 or 2 years they can live. Okay, ma. Now moving for trees. Trees are the gigantic plant, right? The trees can be seen in your banyan tree. How big it is, isn't it, ma'am? The stem is so thick. We are saying it as bark of the tree. There are many branches from, not from the base. It can be come from the top itself. Well, much more branches can be seen. Enough leaves can be seen. Enough fruits also can be seen. For example, jackfruit plant in a tree. Enough fruits can be seen, right? Mango, how much fruits we are getting from a mango tree? Like that, the fruits also will be much more. And what is their lifetime? Lifetime will be, it can live up to 100 years. Like that, based on the trees, they can live more than 100 years also. The trees can live. Moving for climbers or creepers. Creepers we can see. Creepers, they are also good plants. But what is their specialty is their stem are so weak, not able to climb, not able to stand straight, like that. So what will happen? They will spread on the ground. I am not for any other purpose. I am spreading on the ground. If you want, you have to see me by looking down. Isn't it? Creeper is saying like that. So these are called creepers. Big fruits will be much more bigger. For example, watermelon. If watermelon is climbing up the top and if watermelon is falling on your head, what will happen? So we can say if creeper is in the down only, the watermelon can be big and there is no problem for people or any animal or bird or anything, isn't it, ma? So watermelon, to say pumpkin, all these are examples of creeper. Okay. Moving for climbers. Climbers, as we say, like a snake, it is climbing on the tree, right? With the help of a support, not only in the way on trees, it can climb on our walls. That's why money plant is kept inside the our houses, right? So when we are giving some support, it will climb on it. Yes, they are called climbers. They also are having the stem very weak. If we are giving some support only, they can move up. Okay, these are examples for climber is money plant, jasmine. All these can be examples for that. Then grapevine. All these are examples for that. Okay. Now we have said about the types. Now we are moving. So for some parts of the plant, the important part, first part is stem. What is stem? What is the function of stem? Stem gives support to the plant. If the stem is not there, what will happen? The plant is not able to access, like our bone, which give rigidity for us. If the bone is not there, what will happen for us? We will be like jelly, right? Like jelly, we will be moving. Like that, if stem is not there, what will happen? The plant will not exist in a good form. So stem gives support to the plant. Moreover, it is having a main function, that is transportation of what? Water, minerals from the root to the leaf. And what is leaf doing? Leaf is the mother of the plant. It is making food. It is making food. The kitchen of the plant is what, ma? Leaf. Leaf has only one function, making food. After that, who will take this food to all the other parts? The stem only. Our stem has much more important works. How is it possible for the stem? Stem is having veins in it. With the help of vein, it is transporting all these. So, in the textbook, there is an experiment. Experiment is nothing but take a coriander leaf or any coriander plant and cut it in the base. The root has to be removed and the stem has to be started. Okay, and there should be a beaker with a red color, red liquid or a red ink or something has to be put along with the water. So the color of the water will be red. Okay, ma. Then we are keeping this coriander stem itself. We are keeping. After 3 or 4 hours, if we are seeing, if we are taking the coriander fully from out of it plant, we can see what we can see. We can see some of the parts of the stem has been colored into red. Moreover, it has been spread into leaf also. Like that we can see. What do you mean by that? There are veins in the stem. Through the veins, the water, the colored water is moving to up or moving for other parts. Okay, it is the experiment. For what function they have said the experiment? It is there to show that stem can transport water. Okay, ma. So if you are asking any question, how you have to show, how you can show that the stem transport water, this is the experiment. This experiment you have to write. Okay. Now we are moving for yet another important part, that is our kitchen. Who is the kitchen of the plant? Leaf, isn't it, ma? Leaf. What about the leaf? Which color normally the leaf? We are saying about the leaf, isn't it? Leaf is having different parts. If you don't know, it is the time to explain all these. See, ma, this is the small leaf which I am having. The leaf is attached directly to the stem, called by what, ma? By a name called petiole. 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 With the help of petiole, the leaf is attached to the stem. Then the leaf is the broad flat structure. It is called what, ma? Lamina or leaf blade. We are saying it as lamina or leaf blade. That is flat broad structure of the leaf is called what, ma? Lamina or leaf blade. In the lamina we can see there is a central vein. I told you there are veins from the stem. The veins will be extended to the leaf also. The main central vein of the leaf is called what, ma? It is called midrib. Midrib means from the middle it is moving. Okay, midrib. This central vein. From the central vein there are many small branches of the vein starting. They are called veins only. They are called small veins which are moving from the central vein. See, if we are drawing leaves in the normal way, we are drawing leaves in this manner. Isn't it? In this manner we are drawing the leaf. The tip of the leaf is called what? You know? The tip of the leaf is called apex. A-P-E-X. Apex of the leaf. What is this part called, ma? Petiole. P-E-T-I-O-L-E. The full leaf flat structure is called what, ma? It is called lamina or leaf blade. Lamina we can say. Central vein is called what, ma? It is called midrib. And we can say small veins. These are veins. This is the structure of leaf when we are saying. Okay. There is one more thing you have to learn about it. From the midrib, the veins can be arranged in two different manners. That is reticulate venation and parallel venation. How the veins are arranged from the midrib is called what, ma? We are saying about it as venation. It can be of two types, reticulate venation and parallel venation. We were saying about what, ma? Venation, isn't it, ma? There are two types of venation I have told you already. They are reticulate venation as well as parallel venation. In the case of reticulate venation, from the midrib, some veins are spread in the form of network. The veins will not be proper. They will be spread toward, the veins will be spread towards the whole part of the leaf. This is called what, ma? This kind of leaf. This kind of venation is called what, ma? This is called a reticulate venation. Have you learned about taproot and fibrous root? What is the specialty of taproot? There will be one main root and there will be some small roots. Small roots will be coming from the sides of this main root. This is taproot system. For the plants which are having taproot, this reticulate venation can be seen. This kind of leaf. Which kind of a root it is, ma? Central root is there, isn't it, ma? Up to this extent, the plant is a shoot system is there. From this, root system has come. Now we can see fully a central single root is this. That is called tap root. Okay. Then small roots or lateral roots are there from the tap root. For these kind of roots or these kinds of plants, which kind of venation will be there for the leaf? Reticulate venation can be seen. Okay. Then for some plants which are having fibrous root system, means for example grass, see it is having fibrous roots. Can you see a central root over here? There is no central roots. Enough roots can be seen. They will grab the soil so that the plant will not move away, or the plant will be firm in the soil. So these kind of root are called fibrous root. For the plants which are having fibrous root system, they will be having parallel venation. What is this parallel venation? Central main midroot will be seen, and the other veins are parallel to each other. They are parallel to each other. If we are drawing the parallel venation, we can say how it will be. See, ma, central vein will be there, and the midrib is there, and the other veins are parallel to each other. For example, have you seen ginger plant? That leaf is like that. Or if you are seeing banana leaf, we can see the parallel veins can be seen. This kind of leaf is called. This kind is called parallel venation leaf. This will be seen in which kind of plant? With the plants which are having fibrous root system. Is it clear? Okay. Now we are going to see one important thing. In the leaf, there are much more openings on the surface and at the base part of the leaf. What is it called? It is called stomata. For what purpose it is there? For the gases to transfer, isn't it? During photosynthesis and during respiration. Oxygen is taken during respiration and carbon dioxide is given out. While in photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is taken in and oxygen is given out. For that purpose, what, ma? For that purpose, small pores will be present in the leaf. In the surface of the leaf, a little pores, some pores are there, but in the back side, the base of the leaf, much more pores can be seen. Through this, what also will be moving out? Water also will be oozing out. For if you are running for a long time, after that you will be feeling tired, no? Then you will sit. By the time if you are seeing your face, from the face enough water will be coming out. Is there anyone sprinkling water on your face? No. Then what? It is by sweat, isn't it? Like that, from the plants also, if the water is more, if the water is much more, or if the water is excess in the plants, the water will be oozing out as vapors or water itself through this stomata. This is called what, ma? This is called transpiration. Okay, is it clear? For that, for knowing it, you can't see it, no? So how can we understand that is transpiration happening in the plant? It can be done by an experiment. Takes a plant or a tree itself. A small branch you have to take a plastic cover and wrap it and close it for some days. 2 or 3 days you can do like that. After that, when you are opening this plastic cover, you can see what, much more water inside this plastic cover. Why? It is because of the transpiration, and the water is losing from the leaf, but from the leaf this water is not able to move up because of the presence of this plastic cover. That's why this much water the plastic cover is carrying. Okay, this is the experiment which shows that the transpiration is happening in plants. Now we are moving for the important part. What is that, ma? Photosynthesis. What is this photosynthesis? From second standard or third standard itself you are learning it, no? What is this? Plant is having the speciality, but you should not feel, what is this? You should not feel, because if this photosynthesis is not happening, we all can't live at all, because plants are the only one which can make their own food. And from this only, if we are saying Italy, the Italy is coming. From where? Because your mother is making at kitchen, right? But the same thing is not happening for the plants. They are making by themselves. And they are supplying it to themselves, but we selfish people are plucking it out and we are eating, isn't it? It is called photosynthesis. What is this photosynthesis? Photosynthesis, in the presence of carbon dioxide and water, in the presence of sunlight and the green colored pigment called chlorophyll, what is making food? Our plant is making food in the form of what? In the form of starch or carbohydrates. It is called what, ma? Photosynthesis. When starch or carbohydrate is more, it will store it. It will store it in the form of fruits, or it will store it in roots. Okay. For example, potato, or what to say, tapioca. All these are fully starch, ma, because the plant is storing for itself. Okay, this starch. But what we are doing? This starch, we are taking it and we are eating. Okay, so we are called what? Heterotrophs, and the plants are called what, ma? Autotrophs. Okay, and the leaves are making this food, we are saying, no? So is the starch present in the leaf? Yes, starch is present in the leaf. How can we feel it? By doing an experiment, iodine experiment. You know it already? No. What the thing is, take a beaker, boil some water in it, take a small test tube, put a leaf in it, and put some alcohol in it, and keep this test tube inside the beaker for some time. So what will happen? The water is boiling, so alcohol also gets heated, and the water, because of when the alcohol is heated, it will absorb the chlorophyll from it. So what will be the color of leaf? The color of the leaf will be fade. Okay, then after sometimes this infected leaf, we are taking with a spatula, with a utmost care you have to take this leaf out, and we are keeping, keep some iodine solution in a watch glass. Then we are washing. First you have to wash this leaf, because the alcohol has to be removed from the leaf. Then keep it cool down for some time. Then take that leaf and 1, 2, 3 put it in that watch glass. So what will happen? We can see the color as blue. Blue color is present. So what you are infer from it, the color of the leaf is blue. We are inferring that starch is present in the leaf. It's a test for iodine test for finding whether starch is present in the leaf. Okay, ma'am. This may be asked, frequently asked for your in the question paper. We have said about the leaf, we have said about the stem, we have said about then what, ma? All this we have told. Now we are moving to see the roots. I told you that also. The roots are of two types. What are they, ma? Taproot as well as fibrous roots. See, this is taproot system. Taproot means this is the flower, and or this is the leaf or the plant. Shoot part, shoot system we have said. Now in the root system, there is a main root that can be seen. There is a main root, and some roots are small roots are coming from that. The main root is the central one, and some roots which are moving from the main root is called lateral root. This is about the taproot. And we have told some plants are having fibrous roots. See, this is fibrous roots. See, Ganna? There is no main root in the case of fibrous root. Can you see? Is there any main root? No, all the roots are important, and all the roots are small, thin roots are coming. This is example. This is how you have to draw about the fibrous root. Now we are moving for yet another part, important part, that is about flower. The attractive part of the plant is what, ma? Flower. Why the plant flower is attractive? Do you know what is the reason behind it? There is something in the flower, right? When we are seeing a plant, if flower is not there, we are not interested in keeping the plant at home, right? But if the flower is colored flowers are there, we will keep it at home. Isn't it, ma? We are keeping it at home. So what is it? There is something behind it. It is for It is for their reproductive purpose. The flower is there. How the reproduction is happening in the flower? In the flower also there is male part as well as female part. Are you wondering on seeing it? No, we have learned it already, ma'am. Why should we wonder? Isn't it? We have learned it. Actually, in the flower there is a main part. It is called stamen. In the stamen, which consists of filament as well as anther. Stamen. We are saying the main part of the flower as stamen. Can you see this small system? This can you see, ma'am? Small part. Straight red and there is a yellow at the tip. Can you see? This is called what, ma'am? This is called stamen. Which consists of what? The male part. It is called the male part of the flower. Then there is one more female part of the flower. That is called pistil. It's called what, ma'am? Pistil. It consists of base will be long, and the tip will be long, and the base will be swollen. It is called ovary. Inside that, ovules are also present. For what? How the reproduction is happening in the flower, you will learn in the higher classes. But you have to have an idea about the flower. There is male part in the flower, and there is a female part also in the flower. You have to have an idea. Male part is called what, ma'am? Stamen, and the female part is called what? It's called pistil. Okay. Now the flower is having not only this male and female part, much more parts are there. Attractive parts. See, ma, how beautiful the flower is. How will you see? Because of this thing, right? So soft and tender. We are saying it as petal. We are saying it as what, ma? Petal. Okay. It's like the leaf only, but it is much more colored and it is much more soft. It is called a petal. And there is a green colored part. If it is bud, if the flower was actually a bud, at the time of bud, this part will protect it, isn't it? It will protect it as it will be in green color. So it is called sepal. The sepal and petal. Okay, ma? This is the sepal, green colored part. When it was a bud, it used to protect the bud. And when it has been bloomed, what happened? It will come down. This part, the colored part is called petal. These are the parts which you have to know. See, I have drawn a flower, particular hibiscus I am drawing. Why we are drawing hibiscus? If anyone is asking, if you want to draw a flower and label the parts, you usually draw hibiscus. Why? Is there any question like that? If any question is that, you have to answer. I will say how to answer. Okay, ma? See, sepal, ma. This is petal and this is pistil, female part, and there is one more part, that is stamen. That is the male part. Okay. Why we are saying hibiscus? Because only in hibiscus male and female part are present. There are much more flowers. In these flowers, some flowers are having only male part. Some flowers will be having female part. Both the male and female parts are present and it is visible much more in hibiscus only. That's why when you are saying to draw a flower and label the parts, you are drawing hibiscus. Okay, this is the reason behind it. Now we have learned much more about the leaf and much more about the plant itself, right? Now it's question time. Dears, it's question time. Be prepared for the questions. Leaf having reticulate venation have dash root system. Leaf having reticulate venation have dash root system. Second, the stem containing dash to transfer water and minerals from the roots. Stem is having dash mark which helps to conduct or which helps to transfer the water and minerals from the roots to the leaf. Okay. And the third question is, colored big leaf-like structure present in flower is dash. Colored big leaf-like structure which is present in flower is dash. Answer these questions. Bye.